Hey guys, I'm just hanging out in a hotel room in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and usually when I'm on gigs like this, I don't bring like a little practice amp. I just sit in the hotel room with my guitar and just play without an amp, which is fine for me, especially to warm up and things. This week I've got my Harley Benton TE-30, which I like taking it on the road because I just throw it in a soft case. Don't really care that much about it. I should, because I really like the guitar. But I'm not worried about if it gets ruined because I didn't spend $2,000 for the guitar. I only spent, with putting the new pickup in it, I only spent like a couple $100, if that, like maybe $170. Anyway, this is one of my favorite gigs to play up here in Jackson Hole. It's at a place called the Virginian Lodge, and they really just treat us good. And just great people that run the place. And you've got Jackson Hole, and you've got the Tetons, the Grand Tetons, which you can go check out, and there's lots of activities. You can go sightseeing. About maybe 2 hours from here is Yellowstone National Park, which is really cool if you want to do that. Anyway, we play 2 nights here, and this weekend I am with a band called Plan B because the band I had not lined up couldn't do it. So it's the bass player, I know him, I played with him a lot, but the drummer, I've never played with him. Well, I played with him once, but never for like a whole weekend. I just played with him for like a 45-minute set once. And so he's just filling in this weekend, doing great, and we're having a good time up here in Jackson Hole.
little thing. She my pride and joy. She my sweet lady. I'm a little boy. I love my lady. She long and lean. You must have fooled you see a man getting me. Yeah, she my sweet thing. Yeah, she my pride and joy. Yeah, she my sweet lady. I'm a little lover boy. Wine. Love like us is gonna last all time. Yeah, she my sweet thing. Yeah, she my pride and joy. She my sweet lady. I'm a little lover boy. I love my lady, heart and soul. Love like us won't never grow old. She my sweet thing. Yeah, she my pride and joy. Yeah, she my sweet lady. I'm a little boy. Bischoff.
Hey guys, this is Kirk.
Onion and tomato makes the sandwich.
Let me get close in on that.
Eat me!
That's delicious, dude. Anyway, this is the skeleton crew that we had playing this weekend. This is Kirk on bass. Oh, you guys have your mouth full. This is John Bateson. He's played with Richard Marx. Wait, Christopher Cross. Who else?
A myriad of other people. Who knows?
He lived in Japan for, was it 8 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he's a killer drummer.
And then the statute of limitations came off and they let you back in the States.
Yeah.
We had a good time, and now we're doing our traditional McDonald's breakfast before we head home. If you look over there, you can see the truck full of all sorts of gear.
She grew up right with the Indiana boys
guys, so I'm on my way back from Jackson Hole, Wyoming. If you ever get a chance to go up to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, the Tetons, that national park, you can also hit Yellowstone, which is about a couple hours away. It's just really beautiful and just relaxing. I had a great time with Kirk, my buddy Kirk, that I've been playing gigs with for the last few years. Great bass player. Originally from Philly, Jersey area. And I went up and played with this guy named John Bateson, who I didn't really know that well. And I got talking to him, and he lived like 8 or 10 years in Japan and was a session musician in Japan, which I was like, wow, so that's cool. And then as I got talking to him more, he used to play with a local band here named Diamondback, and Mary Jo, we used to call her Aunt Mary Jo because she was friends with my aunt and they used to do music together. Mary Jo was the lead singer of this band called Diamondback, and they were just this incredible local country band that did really well here in the valley, and they played all over the place. And I kind of had, as a kid, I kind of admired them and looked up to some of these bands that were around. And then years ago, I was playing in my college band called Brother Sage. You can find old Brother Sage music from the late 90s. I think we finally have it uploaded to Spotify. Brother Sage, all one word. That's my college band. Anyway, we opened for this band up at Utah State University that was called The Given. And they were phenomenal. And I remember their lead singer was Jason Hawes. And they did this album. I don't remember what the album was called, The Given. I don't even know if you can find it anymore. But I played this whole weekend with John Bateson, this drummer. And I always loved The Given. They had a lot of potential, but then nothing ever happened with the band for whatever reason. But just a great record. And I believe it was produced by one of my buddies' producer friends, Mike Green, in Salt Lake. Anyway, I got talking to John, and he's like, yeah, I was the drummer from The Given. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that record. Or I love that band. And just a small world. And you find out, like I found out all these bands that he's played in, and just, all these bands in Utah, there's kind of like this network. And I think if you made like a chart of who's played with who, everyone would connect, because it's just such a small community in Utah. But anyway, yeah, so I didn't know much about John Bateson, and he killed it all weekend. We never even rehearsed with him. Just a great drummer, and now I realize why. He was a session player. He was the Given's drummer, and I didn't know that, and the drums on that album are amazing. But just such a great time up in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. On my way home to see the family. Gigs like this, they pay okay, but you're gone for almost 2 to 3 days, so you have to weigh the pros and cons of being gone and getting paid. So that's the only thing that sucks about them. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you at the next video. Adios.